Well, if it sounds like I have 70-year-old smoker lungs, it's because I'm sick right now. Again, Spirit, please help me to not sound like Darth Vader today. Are you listening? Capiche? Oh gosh, this is gonna be fun today. Hey guys, my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, before we get into our reading today, I really quickly want to say thank you so much to David McConnell Jr. who decided to donate to my channel. I am so appreciative of you and the really sweet message that you left me, so thanks. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be doing today. So in this reading, we are going to be finding out what is currently so attractive and so seductive about you right now. Okay, so if you are ready for a freaking ego boost, then you have found yourself in the right place. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this reading today, friends. Okay, so here are your group picks today. So for group number 1, we have the Birth of Magic with this gorgeous little fairy and this adorable dragon. Like, it's so cute. And then for group number 2, we actually had 2 cards coming through for you guys. So we have Thinking of You, and we also have the Balancing Act. Okay, and then for group number 3, last but not least, we have the Feisty Fire Dance coming through as well. Okay, so guys, I want you to go ahead and take a really big, deep breath in. And now I want you to let it out. And now I want you to please close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about what is so attractive and seductive about you right now. What do people find to be just so, like, incredible? Okay, so whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever card your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one reading, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Hello, group 1. So if you chose this gorgeous Birth of Magic card, then hey, hello, my gorgeous little butterflies, and thank you for fluttering on by. So first of all, guys, before we get into the tarot section of this reading, I really quickly want to talk to you guys about this card that I pulled for you, because whenever I was pulling these cards, I was asking Spirit to just give us an extra little something about you, about why people are so attracted to you right now. And for us to get the Birth of Magic card right away, I'm definitely getting this idea that you are very, very youthful. Okay, I feel like no matter how old you get, no matter what storms you have weathered, no matter what darkness you have faced, I feel like you are somebody who is always able to see the magic in the world. You always just look at the world with like a sparkle, a little twinkle in your eye, and I think that people find that to be just so freaking magical. In fact, I feel like that is just how people describe you all the time to other people. They always say how you are just so freaking magical, and people just can't get enough of it. I just feel like what people find to be so attracted about you is the way that you are so positive. You're just so sweet and innocent, and I think that you just take all this weight that people place on their shoulders and you throw it away. You make people feel younger. You make people feel more at ease. You take people who are going through really dark, really heavy moments in their lives, and your sweetness, your positivity helps them to feel like, okay, everything is going to be okay, right? So you are just a ray of sunshine. You are a force of positivity. You are so optimistic, and people just can't get enough of that. They can't get enough of you, group 1. So I definitely think that that's so freaking sweet to see, and I love that. So let's go ahead and put this right here, you guys, and let's take a look at your tarot cards. Oh, I do want to say, I feel like another thing that people find to be very attractive about you is that you could be into animals. Like, you could be a really big animal lover. That is what I'm seeing there with that girl, like, stroking that dragon. In fact, you could be somebody who likes really unusual or scary animals, right? So maybe you are somebody who has like a snake for a pet, or maybe you have like a spider, something scary, right? But because you're always able to see the best in people, you're always able to see the best in everything, you can take these really, really scary animals and you just see the best in them and you turn them into your besties. And I think that people find that to be so amazing. So I do feel like people look at you and they kind of think of you as somebody who's like an animal whisperer, right? So that's really, really cute. You're kind of like a little cute Steve Irwin, okay? That's really sweet. Okay, I think people really like that, by the way. So let's go ahead and get some extra messages here. For group 1, can we get some messages, please? What do people find to be so attractive and seductive about my group 1 folks right now? You guys, I'm sorry about my cough, by the way. I'm probably going to be coughing more than once. Y'all, if y'all were watching the intro to this video, y'all know that your girl is sick right now. She is really under the weather. But I didn't want to just forego making a video for you guys. Like, I love y'all. I wanted to be able to talk to y'all and share in this amazing, like, vibes today. So, your girl is trying to, you know, conquer her sickness and keep on, you know, filming and doing it, okay? So, let's just keep on doing this, okay? Anyways, guys, for the cards that we have today, we have the 4 of Cups. We also, excuse me, we have the 8 of Pentacles. And last but not least, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So, guys, if you excuse me, I am going to get a cough drop right now. I'm going to get my cough drop. But let's go ahead and look at the back of the deck energy as well. Yeah, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. So we literally have strength. Guys, look at that. Again, this lady here, she is like stroking a tiger or a lion. I don't know if that's a lion or a tiger. I can't tell. But anyways, that is a scary thing, right? Like, no normal person would go up to a lion and be like, oh, it's so cute, I'm gonna pet them, right? Because everybody's afraid that that lion will literally like bite off their hand, right? So again, we're getting this idea here that you could be somebody who really has a talent and like a superpower at being able to interact with animals and form connections with them. I really feel like you're somebody who has a really soft spot, especially for animals that are seen as being dangerous or seen as being scary. Right? I just think that you're somebody who can always see the best in everything, and you always see the best in these creatures, right? And so I really do think that people are amazed by your ability to connect to animals. I do think that you could be somebody who likes to collect wounded animals. You like to take them in and help them. So maybe you're like a foster parent to animals, right? Maybe you give them a place to stay, to recover and recuperate, and then you put them back into the wild or take them to a shelter or something like that, right? But I do think that at the end of the day, for some of you guys, you could even be like a veterinarian. Maybe you work at a zoo or something like that. But I do think that at the very least, you just love animals. You especially love animals that are seen as being scary and intimidating, right? You take them in and you love them in the beautiful way that you do. And I just think that people look at you and they find that talent to be so incredible, and I do think that they find it to be so freaking sweet as well, because they look at how you are treating these animals, right? This is how you treat animals. So whenever they see you doing this, they imagine what would it be like if you cared for them, right? What would it be like if you liked them? How would you treat them? If that's how you are with animals, how would you treat an actual person, right? So I do think that people look at you and they just see you as somebody who has this like motherly type of energy, and I think that they find your motherliness to be like very, very attractive. They love that because, guys, let's be real. everybody likes to be taken care of. Everybody loves to be appreciated by somebody, and so they really feel like you could do that. You could appreciate them so much and love them so much, and only the way that you can love them, right? You just love people, you love creatures, you love everything so freaking deeply. I feel like you're somebody who probably couldn't even hurt a fly, right? That's at least how people look at you, right? And people just love that. They find that to be so seductive and so attractive. It's incredible, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of your cards today. Okay? So, guys, first of all, with the Four of Cups coming through, the Four of Cups, this is a interesting card to receive because this talks about somebody who is unable to see like golden opportunities being presented to them because they are currently just so focused on what is going wrong in their lives. So they could be having somebody literally offering them like a golden freaking cup or like just something awesome, right? Somebody could be offering them the chance to have like $1 million and they wouldn't even notice it because they are so focused on what is going wrong in their lives that they can't see the good things in life. And so I feel like this is coming through to represent how you are somebody who you are always able to see the best in everything again, right? You're always able to see the best in other people, the best in the moment. And so I do think that you don't close yourself off to new opportunities. You are always open to it, right? You always see it. And so I do think that that is something that people find to be very, very cool and very attractive about you. It's the way that you are always able to find the best in every single moment, and you are always able to make the best of every single moment, right? But what is so funny about this? What is so funny is that even though you are always able to see like the best in every single situation, even though you see all the amazing opportunities, I do think that you have a hard time at seeing potential suitors, okay? And it's so funny, but that is what I'm seeing here with the Eight of Pentacles. Like, this is talking about somebody who is hard at work, right? They are honing in their craft, working very, very, very hard, and they are so into, like, their world of trying to, like, get better and practice and, you know, just evolve and hone their craft that they don't see, you know, people trying to, ask them out on a date, or they don't notice that people are interested in them. And so I feel like that is how you are. That is how you are. And I think in a way it's very seductive and very attractive because people like how they just love how hardworking you are. They love how hardworking you are, and they love that you kind of present a bit of a challenge, right? They realize that they have to work a lot harder than other people to try to win your heart, to try to get you to even notice that they're going after your heart, and everybody loves a challenge, right? Everyone loves a challenge, and so people really find that part of you to be very attractive. But again, they also just love how you are a boss babe, right? You're not noticing all these suitors because you are so focused on working really, really hard and getting that bank, right? Getting that moolah. So I definitely think that that is another part of you that people find to be very attractive. They just love how you are a boss babe. Okay, you are a boss babe. And then last but not least with the Three of Pentacles, this talks about working at a job or at school and being able to work really, really well with people, right? And so again, like, you're just a very kind person. I feel like you're quite extroverted. But even if you are watching this and you are telling me, like, you're watching this and saying, like, hey, I'm not extroverted, I'm quite shy, I still feel like at the end of the day, you still are very friendly. Like, you just have this really sweet energy about you where even if you don't really talk that much, you just have like a sense of warmth, right? And you bring a sense of warmth to other people. Therefore, people really like to work with you and be next to you because you just energize people and make people feel just happier overall, right? So at the end of the day, I do think another thing that people find to be very attractive, very seductive about you right now is the fact that you are really good at just working with other people, and you are just fun to be around. You're fun to hang out with. You're fun to, you know, have on the job with them, right? Does that make sense? So yeah, I feel like if there's ever, like, let's say you're at school, if there's ever like a group project, I feel like everyone just gravitates towards you, and people probably fight over the chance of being able to be your partner. And what's funny about it is you probably don't even notice it, right? You don't even notice that they're fighting over you because you're just focused on the assignment. That's so cute. Okay. I'm honestly, like, imagining you, like, with a piece of paper that's talking about, like, the instructions for whatever assignment you guys might be doing, and you're, like, looking at it, and the teacher says, okay, now get a partner, and I feel like everyone is, like, trying to, like, fight each other to try to get to you, and you're just so in your own world looking at, like, what the project will entail that you don't even see them, like, trying to go the whole 9 yards to get to you. That's just so freaking sweet to see. So let's go ahead and look at these other cards here. Yeah, guys, look at this. This just makes so much sense. We have lover coming through. Lover. Ooh, see, everyone wants to be your lover. Group 1. Everyone wants to be with you. Everyone wants to, you know, be your boo thing. That's so sweet. We also have balance coming through. And then last but not least, we have shaman. So guys, with the lover, you know, this talks about somebody, again, who has such a big freaking heart. I mean, look at this girl. She's literally holding like honestly, to me, it looks like a box of chocolates. It makes me think of a box of chocolates, but it's like a huge heart, right? It's a huge freaking heart. And I feel like that is just representing how you have a really, really big heart. You have such a big heart, and you're just so passionate and devoted and have so much love for your life and the life that you're living, and people just can't get enough of that. They can't get enough of that, and they want to be able to, you know, have a little piece of your heart, right? They want to be able to get into your heart space, your heart chakra, and they want you to care about them, because they feel like if you cared about them, even if you just barely, like, even if they just barely had a tiny little crumb of your heart, that love would be amazing. It would be incredible, because you just love so freaking fiercely. You love so graciously, and people, even if they just had a little bit of your love, like, they would be so happy for a lifetime, because you do anything for the people who you care about. You do anything for anyone, and you just love so deeply, and people can't get enough of that. So that's definitely something that people find to be so freaking attractive. And I do think that you're somebody who just follows your heart as well. You do what makes you happy. You are living for yourself. You are not somebody who is going to do something that you don't like, right? So especially when it comes to your job, I think that you are always going to be somebody who follows your heart in that realm, right? And people just like that. They like how you're very authentic to yourself and to your own desires and to the life that you want to live. They like that about you, right? You're not fake. So they're really into that. We also have balance coming through. So I do think that you just have a really great balance within your life. You know, this could represent how you could be really big about your health. You are always trying to make sure that you are eating right, that you are exercising, and you're just overall a very stable person, and people like that about you. They just feel very safe around you. They feel like things won't be chaotic if they're with you or if they're your friend. You just make them feel like everything is smooth sailing from here on out, so long as they are next to you, and people love that, right? And then last but not least, with shaman, I do feel like for some of you guys, you could be very spiritual, okay? But if that's not the case, I just think that people feel like they can talk to you, right? They feel like they can come to you like they would a shaman and talk to you about whatever is going on in their lives, and that you will not judge them, and that you will also simultaneously give them really great advice. So people find that to be very attractive. They just genuinely feel like you are a genuine person, and that you care about people, you care about everyone, right? And they just love that. They love that genuine energy that you seem to have, right? So yeah, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, Group 2. So if you chose the balancing act and thinking of you, then hey, hello, my gorgeous little butterflies, and thank you for fluttering on to this reading today. So first of all, before we get into the tarot side of this reading, I do want to talk to you guys really quick about these two cards that I pulled for you today, because whenever I was pulling these cards for you, I was trying to ask Spirit if they could give us like an extra tip, an extra, something about what it is about you that people find to be just so freaking hot and so freaking seductive about you right now. And for us to get these cards, whenever I saw these cards, immediately I heard the phrase, how do they do it? How do they do it? Okay, I feel like you are somebody who just has this like effortless way to get everything done, right? Even whenever you have crazy things going on, even whenever crap hits the fan and you don't have much time to do barely anything, you are always able to get your stuff together and effortlessly get things done, okay? And so people look at you and they look at the way that you take on really like hard moments and you make it look like it's so easy, and they just find that to be so freaking attractive, okay? They find that to be so seductive, and I feel like people are just always thinking about you. You are always on other people's minds, right? And I'm honestly getting this idea that people place you on like a pedestal, right? I feel like whenever they themselves are going through hard moments, they're always thinking about, what does so-and-so do? Right? Like, how would so-and-so get past this? How would they do it? And it's because people look up to you. People look up to you so much. Again, they feel like you are able to take on the whole world, and you are able to easily, just get it done and do whatever it is that you needed to do, right? And you do it so freaking well. And so everybody looks up to you. In fact, I feel like whenever people are thinking about you, they're always like thinking about how you should like make a book or something, right? You should make a book talking about how you live your life, talking about like the simple rules that you follow yourself so that you can get things done and do things well. And I feel like they're thinking that if you wrote this book, that they would definitely go buy it right as soon as it hit the shelves, and they would read it all because you are just like their Superman, right? You are their Superman, okay? I'm honestly getting like some Virgo energy here. I feel like you are somebody who is like a really big planner. You're always like planning like forever in advance, and you are able to go through really tough times because you have a plan, right? So I definitely feel like for a lot of you guys, you're a planner, okay? You're a planner. And for those of you who happen to not be as big of a planner, I just feel like you are somebody who you are always able to follow your intuition. You are somebody who really listens to your gut, and because of that, that is why you are always able to go through really hard times. You are always able to be a rock in crazy times, and you are always able to keep your cool and your calm, right? So, yeah, people just love how you are just very stable. I think that people feel like they can always come to you for help whenever they themselves are going through hard moments. They always feel like you are somebody who will just, make them feel stable, make them feel grounded. And people really like that. They find that to be very attractive. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place this right here, and before we get into the rest of this reading, I do need to get myself a wee little cough drop, okay? I need my cough drop right now, guys. This is literally like my crack cocaine. I don't know what I'd do without it. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards, okay? Or did I say oracle cards? Oh my gosh, you guys. I need some sleep. God help me. God save the queen. Don't even ask me why I said that, you guys. I don't know. That just came to my mind. Maybe you are just somebody who has like really queenly energy, right? I feel like people look at you and you just exude this type of energy that is very queenly, right? You exude this energy where, you are just so calm, so collected, just like the Queen of England, and you just seem like you can do anything. And just like how everybody looked up to the Queen, they all look up to you. So that's very interesting. That's an interesting message to receive here. I'm also getting the idea that people really like your manners, okay? I think you have very, very good manners. You're very kind to everyone, very genuine. And people just like how you have respect for every single buddy, right? They love that about you. So that is definitely something that they also find to be very seductive and attractive. They just love your etiquette, right? Your social etiquette. We also have the Ace of Swords coming through. So yeah, that literally is the card of new communication, new ideas. So people love to be able to talk to you. Again, I feel like you have really great etiquette. You always know like what to say to make people feel good. You are also just very interesting. You always have these like new ideas, and you see the world in a very interesting way. And so people love to talk to you to get your opinion on things. They love to hear what you would do in their situation, and they just like to be around you because you're an exciting person to be around. I feel like you are somebody who people look up to, and they feel like you are going to go really, really far within your life. No matter what you decide to do, you are going to do it really, really well. And so people feel like if they are around you, then maybe they can kind of get that, like, you know, same energy from you. They feel like if they are in the room of greatness, then they themselves might be able to get great themselves, right? So yeah, people just like to be around you because you're a boss babe, because you're fun to talk to, and that is definitely something that's very, very seductive about you, okay? Let's go ahead and talk about these other cards. So we have the Five of Swords coming through. We also have the Two of Wands, and then, excuse me guys, we have the Eight of Swords. So yeah, this is making so much sense. So I think currently, this could be happening right now, or maybe this happened very, very recently. Okay, this is in the recent past. You could have had somebody betray you, or hurt you, or lie to you. That is what I'm seeing here with the Five of Swords. So this betrayal could be coming from your job. Maybe somebody was trying to make you look bad at your job. This could be coming from your friends. Maybe somebody was talking bad about you. This could be coming from a relationship. Maybe your boyfriend, girlfriend, they, them friend was lying to you. Whatever it is, I think that something has happened either recently or is happening right now. And I think that you are becoming aware of it. And I think that instead of allowing this harder time to get you down, instead of allowing it to make you feel just stuck and make you feel so helpless, you are looking towards the future here with the Two of Wands, and you are again just effortlessly going through the muck and getting to, you know, the grass, the green grass on the other side, right? You're getting to calmer waters. And so, again, like I'm saying, you can just go through really, really mucky situations, and you are always able to have a very clear head. You're always able to keep on looking towards the future and planning towards the future. And it doesn't matter what life throws at you. It doesn't matter what curveballs you face. You never feel stuck. You never allow yourself to feel less than or feel inferior. I just think that you are somebody who has a lot of confidence. You have very high self-esteem. You hold yourself up like you are a queen, okay? And you are just always able to go through these terrible situations, and you are able to bring in new exciting opportunities, right? So I just feel like with each and every hard time, you glow up. You glow up, and people just can't get enough of that. They can't get enough of it, group 2. They just find that to be so freaking beautiful and so freaking incredible. You are just their superwoman or their superman, group 2. You are their superman, and people really, really do look up to you. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. So Spirit, for group 2, what do people find to be very attractive about them? Very attractive and seductive about them. Okay, aww. That's really sweet. I like that. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through, Spirit. For group 2, what do people find to be very attractive about them? Okay. Oh, interesting. This card actually came out for group number 1. So maybe for some of you guys, you could have some extra messages in group 1 by chance. If you felt called to that pile, then definitely, feel free to check out that video as well. But let's see what else wants to come through here for group 2 spirit. Oh my goodness, you guys. What is going on? Literally... this is the same card I pulled for group number 1 too. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. I just want to get one more card. That is crazy. Okay. Yeah, definitely. If you felt called to group number 1, please check it out. Okay, please check it out because I do think you could have some extra messages in there. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I had to get something out of my throat there. But we have the human myth coming through. We have angel. We have balance. The shaman. And then last but not least, we have tattoo fairy. So again, you guys, you are just somebody who people feel so protected by. Does that make sense? That's what I'm seeing here with the angel. I just think that people feel like they can always come to you for your advice. That is what I'm seeing here with the shaman. They feel like you are somebody who will always be able to look past their exterior, and you are always able to look into their heart and into their soul. You never judge them for what they are doing, for what is going on in their lives. That is what I'm seeing here with the tattoo fairy, because this does talk about looking past labels. This talks about not judging people. So you are just a very, very genuine person, and you just have this really keen and amazing insight. And because you are such an amazing planner, because you are always able to go through really hard times so effortlessly, people always love to come to you for advice. They love to talk to you about their problems so that you can help them and help them create a plan of action so that they can plan how to, get past whatever it is that they are going through right now. And people just find your amazing, sense of balance to be so attractive and so incredibly seductive. You are just a rock, right? You are a rock to so many people, and you make people feel so grounded, and people just love that, right? They just feel like they can take, a deep breath in and let it out, okay? You make them feel like they can take the weight of the world off their shoulders and just rest, right? You put them at ease, okay? And you are just somebody who is so freaking kind. You help everyone, and you don't expect anything in return. You're very selfless, and people just love that. And that is what people are currently finding to be so freaking attractive, so freaking beautiful. I do want to mention here, I do think that you are very, very intellectual as well. You're very, very smart. I think that you are very curious about the world. You're curious about the people in it. You're always trying to learn new things and challenge yourself. And so people just like to be around you. They love to hear what new things you are currently learning. And people just feel like you're also somebody who isn't arrogant, right? You know a lot of things, but you don't act like you know a lot of things. You know what I mean? No matter how many new things you learn, you still are very down to earth, and you're still very humble, right? Again, you're like the queen. And I feel like the queen, even though she carried herself like the queen, right? Even though she was the Queen of England, she was still very humble and very kind to everyone who were known as like her people, right? She didn't treat people like peasants. She didn't treat them like they were inferior to her. She was kind and loving to everyone, very compassionate. And I feel like that is you. That is you. You are like the Queen of England, and people love it. They're here for it, okay? And they just want to, bow down to you, madame. They want to bow down to you, my group 2, and, they just want to worship you at your altar. They put you on this pedestal, group 2. They put you on this pedestal, and they feel like you are like a god or a goddess or the Queen of England, okay? Oops. Whoopsies. Last but not least, with human myth, again, I just feel like you are somebody who's very, very intellectual. You may like to read a lot of books or just study new things, learn new hobbies, and people are into that. They really like it, okay? So yeah, you guys, that is what I'm seeing about you right now. Overall, what I'm getting here is what people really, really, really love about you is, again, how selfless you are, right? You are always able to look past your own problems and, just, put them aside so that you can help other people. And I feel like even if you have, just now gone through a really hard time, or you are in the thick of it right now, even if you are going through some type of betrayal right now, you are still able to put that betrayal aside so that you can be there for anyone who needs help, for anyone who needs your advice or guidance. And people find that selfless devotion that you have to other people to be the most beautiful thing they have ever seen, and they just cannot get enough of it. Okay, so yes, you guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 3. So if you chose this fierce fire dance card, then hey, hello, my gorgeous little butterflies, and thank you for stopping on to this reading. So guys, first of all, before we get into this tarot portion of this reading today, I do really quickly want to talk to you guys about this card, because whenever I was pulling for y'all's groups today, I was trying to ask Spirit to please give us something a little bit more extra about you, about why people are currently finding you to be so attractive, so seductive. And guys, whenever we got this fire dance card, whenever I saw this for you guys, like, things were immediately, like, getting heated. I was starting to break a sweat, because I just think right away, you are somebody who is just so freaking hot. You are a bombshell, okay? I'm talking like Marilyn Monroe, Kim K, Megan Fox. I'm talking about Brad Pitt, all of the sexy people, Leonardo DiCaprio. You are on that type of level, okay? You are so freaking attractive, and I really think, like, on a physical level, you are really hot, okay? So that is awesome to see here, okay? And even if you are watching this and you are saying, like, hey, girl, I am not as physically attractive as everyone else. Like, I would never compare myself to Brad Pitt or to, like, Angelina Jolie or Scarlett Johansson. I'm just a normal Joe Schmo, right? I feel like even if you are not traditionally attractive or whatnot, I think that you have the confidence as though you are. Okay, now first of all, guys, I think at least 95% of you are just drop dead gorgeous. I really think that you have that, the physical stuff going on, but this is a very general reading. And maybe you are somebody who is a bit more like the girl or boy or they, them next door, right? I still think that you carry yourself like you are about to be on Too Hot to Handle, that TV show where only hot people can be on, okay? I feel like you act like you are so freaking hot, and because you act like it, because you carry yourself like it, then other people look at you as though you are this hottest thing ever, right? Because everyone knows that hotness comes from how you carry yourself, right? If you carry yourself like you're hot, then everyone's gonna look at you and see you as somebody who is freaking hot, right? So that is definitely coming through. I'm also getting an idea. I think that you move your body really, really amazing, okay? So you could be somebody who is a great dancer, right? Because we literally have fire dance coming through. You could be a really, really great dancer. Maybe you move your hips whenever you're dancing, and people just can't stop looking at you, and people just find that to be so freaking hot. But you could be somebody who, maybe it's just the way that you walk, maybe it's your mannerisms, or even the way that you talk, right? You just move your body, the way you talk, the way you just handle yourself, it is undeniably attractive, okay? You know, I'm thinking about this story I heard about Marilyn Monroe. I don't know if you know this, but Marilyn Monroe has a very infamous walk. The way that she walked was very attractive. She, like, swayed her hips, and she just, you know, was, like, super attractive in the way that she walked. She had a certain walk that was all her own, and there's a story that she would actually have, like, one of her heels get shaved off just a little, so it would cause her to have that kind of, like, sway. Like, it would force her to have this certain sway to her hips as she, you know, was trying to balance on those heels that were shaved off a bit on one side. And so I don't know if you are somebody who is really big about trying to find tips and tricks about how to be, like, sexier, right? You could be somebody who's into that sort of thing. Maybe you like to shave off a bit of your heels, or maybe you are somebody who, you know, likes to dress a certain way because maybe psychology says that that's, like, hot, right? Because you know how, like, wearing the color red has been proven scientifically to be, like, one of the most attractive colors, makes you look more attractive to the opposite sex. So maybe you're somebody who does things like that. So I don't know if you do that yourself, but whether it is naturally, whether it just comes naturally, or you yourself are finding ways to be, like, you know, sexier, I just think that at the end of the day, people just can't get enough of you. They just find you to be a delectable treat, okay? They find you to be the freaking best dessert ever, and they just want to be able to get their hands on you. They want to be able to date you. I really think you have so many admirers, and I do think that you are just a very, very passionate person. And I do think that for a lot of you guys, you could be a fire sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or maybe that's just somewhere, like, heavily within your chart, okay? But I just think that you are very, very passionate. The way that you live your life, you just follow your heart, and you don't hold back. You know, what you see is what you get. You're very honest about who you are to other people. You're very authentic with who you are, and people just love how honest you are. They love how you don't hold back. They love how you don't wear any masks, and they just really like that. They find that to be very, very attractive. So guys, I'm going to place this right here. And before we get into the tarot portion of this reading, I am going to go ahead and get one of my little cough drops, okay? Because your girl definitely needs her cough drops, alright? But anyways, let's go ahead and see what wants to come through for you. Sorry, I hope this isn't annoying. I can see that it's kind of, like, falling a bit. I think that's better. Okay. For group 3, Spirit, what is currently so attractive and so hot about them? What is so seductive about them at this moment? That's beautiful. Okay. I love that, you guys. So let's see what else wants to come through. Beautiful. Thank you. And let's get one more card, Spirit, please. One more card, please. One more card. Alrighty. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. That is interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have the 7 of Cups coming through for the back of the deck energy. We also have the King of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Swords. And last but not least, we have the 10 of Swords. So right away, you guys, I'm kind of getting this idea that you're on a bit of a crossroads. That's what I meant to say. You're at a bit of a crossroads at this moment. I do think that somewhere within your life, you have had some type of ending take place. So this could be talking about an ending within your relationship, an ending to a friendship, an ending to a job, right? But I think that you're at this, like, new beginning, and you have a chance at being able to have this new start, right? And the reason why I'm seeing this is because we have the 10 of Swords, which is literally the card of endings. And we also have the 7 of Swords, which talks about people kind of deceiving you, or just having something really take you off guard, right? And so I do think whatever this ending is that you are currently going through, I think that it was something that really took you off guard. You didn't plan for this. You weren't expecting this to happen, and yet it did happen, right? So maybe you had somebody who you were dating for a really long time cheat on you. Or maybe you just all of a sudden got fired at your job for no reason, right? I don't know what it is, but something happened. I really think that something has happened recently within your life, and you are at this new beginning. Now, what people are finding to be very attractive about you is that whenever you are going through this like really dark moment, whenever you are going through this harder time, instead of getting really pessimistic and getting really upset and really down, you are able to keep your cool and your calm. You're able to collect yourself and find a sense of balance even through this chaos. That is what I'm seeing here with the King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles is not anything if not reliable, if not calm under pressure. Okay, so I do think that, you probably are obviously very upset about whatever it is that is happening in your life. You weren't expecting this to happen, and you were really taken off guard. But instead of allowing this sense of being upset to just completely darken the way that you are living your life and cause you to just stop living, you're able to just look towards the future and make a practical plan to get yourself out of this situation, okay? And people just love the way that you are able to handle yourself so well. They love how you are always able to keep your cool and keep your calm, and I think that they really are just looking up to you at this moment, and they're respecting you a lot at this moment, right? Because there are a lot of people who will go through the same thing, and instead of being able to coolly and rationally come up with a plan of action, they instead just throw in the towel and give up, and they pout and they moan and they complain and vent. But you're not doing any of those things. You're not doing none of those things. You're not moaning, you're not groaning, you're not pouting. I mean, maybe you pout on your own time, but whenever you're out in public, you are not pouting at all. You are just determined to get past this unforeseen circumstance. You are determined to get past this and to be able to get to that light at the end of the tunnel, right? And people just really like that. They really find that to be very, very, very attractive, okay? You are just somebody who really believes in yourself. You have a lot of confidence, and people are here for it. I'm also getting the idea again with the Seven of Swords. This does talk about like sneakiness, and I really do think for a lot of you guys, you are very sneaky when it comes to trying to be like attractive. Okay, I do think that you care a lot about your looks. You care a lot about how you present yourself to other people. You're very aware of like body language, and how, the way that you dress is how people will, view you and, have judgments over you. You know what I mean? You're very aware of that. And so you are somebody who likes to charm people by coming up with like tips and tricks, right? So again, maybe you're somebody who you like to wear a lot of red because you know that, scientifically that has been proven to get the opposite sex to, be more drawn towards you. Maybe you are somebody who likes to shave off your shoe like Marilyn Monroe. Maybe you are somebody who likes to do like the doe eyes with your makeup, or you like to style your hair a certain way to maybe make yourself look taller, right? But there is just something about the way that you knowingly present yourself to people that makes you more attractive. And I don't think that people realize that you go through the hassle of doing these things, right? Of trying to do all these things. People just feel like that is how you naturally are, right? You're just naturally super hot, super attractive. But no, you're like there doing the most, trying to find ways, sneaky ways, to make yourself even more attractive and more sexy, more sensual. And I think that that's really cool. I really, really respect that about you. And so, yeah, people just, they're super into you. They're super into your vibe. They're into the way that you present yourself, the way that you walk, the way that you move your body. It's definitely on point, and people like it, okay? So yeah, and I do think that people really do fantasize about you a lot. I think that people daydream about you all of the time. They just cannot get you off of their head, off of their minds. And what I find to be so interesting is that we have the Magician card coming through for the other back of the deck card. And the Magician, you know, this talks about somebody who is always able to see the best in every single situation. They're always able to see like the unlimited potential. So again, I feel like even whenever you are going through this dark time, even whenever you are going through harder moments, you are always able to keep your cool because you are always able to look towards the future and see what is ahead of you, right? You are always able to see the best side of every single situation, and people like that. They really, really like that. They find that to be very attractive. So let's see what else wants to come through. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys. That makes so much freaking sense. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come through. Spirit for group 3. What is so attractive about them? Yeah. Okay. Let's get one more card here. Spirit, group 3, please. One more card. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you guys. So, we have hero, heroine. We also have shapeshifter, courage, and then we have green fairy. So with green fairy coming through, this is giving me the idea that a lot of you guys could be an earth sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So I do think that if you are an earth sign, I feel like you probably have a lot of fire energy within your within the other facets of your chart, or this could be reversed. Maybe you are a fire sign and you have a lot of earth energy in your chart. But I definitely think that that interesting balance is coming through with fire and earth energy, and that in turn just causes you to be a very interesting and very, very just cool person, okay? People just like how on one hand you're very, very grounded, but on the other hand, you're also still very passionate and still very fiery, okay? And that is really awesome. Okay? That's really awesome. So, let's go ahead and talk about these cards. I really do, again, feel like you are going through a really tumultuous time right now. You are going through, like, a moment in your life where everything is changing. And I think that instead of fearing for the future, instead of being afraid about what is happening next, what is going to come towards you here soon, you are just boldly going on this journey like the hero, heroine of your own story. And you are boldly just going into your future, and people look up to you. They look up to you because of that, and they find that fierce determination, that ambition, that courageousness, that optimism, that fearlessness to be so freaking attractive, so freaking seductive. I think that people genuinely feel more motivated to go on their own journey whenever they are with you. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like people feel more motivated to take on their rough patch that they are going through because they see you going through this rough patch and taking it head on, and they see you just remaining optimistic, remaining positive, and just doing just so freaking amazing under all this pressure. And so you make people feel like they can go through challenges as well. You make people feel like they can do anything, that they can be the hero of their own story. And people love that about you. They love how you just breathe so much optimism into them. You breathe so much positivity. You make people feel like they can do anything, like they can take on the world and survive, right? And they love that. They just find that to be so freaking attractive. And then at the end of the day with Green Fairy, again, you're just very grounded. You are very down to earth. I don't feel like you are somebody who is egotistical at all. I think that you are somebody who is very humble, and I think that people just really like that. They feel like you are a very genuine person, and they feel like they can just create a really special bond with you. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel because I post new videos every Monday, and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys.